Hello and welcome to What Would Denise Do on this scorching hot day. Scorching! And you're here with me with... I forgot my name. You're here with me, Dom.
And me, David.
Got composure back. You got composure.
It's just a bit
boiling, isn't it?
Trying not to laugh. I'm sweating like a glass. I've got sweaty knees again. When I say sweaty knees, by the way, I need to clarify it's the backs, not the fronts.
Oh, fine. Do you know what? I'm glad you did, because I imagined you actually had sweaty front knees.
No.
Knees.
Sweaty back knee. Here we go.
Oh, so it begins.
It's like,
how are you doing? How are you doing? I've just spat on myself.
I'm good, babes. I have had a cheeky little snifter of my bubbles from Morrison's. Thanks. So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Ready and raring to go.
Fabulous. Brilliant. So there's lots to get through today. There's lots been going on in my life. So enough about you. Now let me get it right. There we go. Right. Enough about me. What do you think about me?
There we go, babes. Well done. Well done. Takes a bit of practice, but you got that. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
There's been lots going on. Also, apologies for my how I look. I've just come straight from the gym. So
what are you drinking, babes? I can see that can. What is it?
G&T.
Oh, lovely.
G&T from Sainsbury's.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what I had the other day. Yesterday was I love pink gin and tonic in a can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From Aldi. Oh, lush.
Interesting.
Couple of them, glass of ice. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt.
In Aldi and little more. I really do. I think I'm missing a trick. But the thing is there a freaking car park or a bag?
Well, the one for me is it's quite far away to walk because obviously I don't have a car. So if I'm going to the pet shop for my 2 guinea pigs, it's right next door. So yeah, they're in the other room today. So I didn't want them squeaking on the pod. In excitement, wondering what would Denise do. They're very good. I bought them. What did I get them the other day? Like a little igloo thing to hide in when I've got their playpen up, and a tube to run through. And then I noticed they were sort of taking turns with the water bottle, which is, obviously that's all they can do. So I bought an extra water bottle, so they've got one each now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Look at you. God, you're turning to such a parent, aren't you?
I know. I've got to clean their cage out after this. And after a bottle of Prosecco, I'll be like, I'm pissed. Don't give a shit.
Where have they gone?
Anyway, we've got lots of topics, you said, today. What have we got? What we're talking about today?
No, it's basically, we're talking about me. So
okay, that's okay.
I've been doing lots. I went to see Pink last week. That was amazing. Yeah,
I saw that last year in July. Amazing,
insane, insane. I went to Norway for a couple of days. Took a couple of days break. Went to Norway. Very nice.
I
know. And the thing is that I love it because I didn't tell anyone. So I was just like moving in secret. And I'm just like, move in secret. Because then no one
guess anyone spotted you and wanted your autograph at the airport.
Exactly.
Like, oh, that's that guy from What Would Denise Do?
Oh my God, who's Denise? What's going on? And I'm like, I know it. You have to wait. And then what else did I do? Nothing. That was it. I went to see Girls Aloud.
My friend Mark went to see them last night. Said it was
last night.
Said it was really good, but he did say Kimberly was the weakest vocally.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't really because she's got. Yeah, please do. When did you go and see them?
Tonight.
Oh, tonight. Oh shit. Oh wow, how exciting! I knew you were going out. I didn't realize you were going to see the girls.
Shit, did I not say that? See, move silent. You
just said you were going out with your friend or something. You didn't say you were going to see Girls Aloud.
Yeah.
I have met Cheryl a few times through work, and she's very nice. Lovely.
Really?
Yeah. She used to fly with us.
Interesting.
Yeah, really, really nice, down to earth.
I know. However, she's still nutted a toilet attendant.
In Guildford.
Can we look past that?
Not far
just going to put that there.
Can we? Well, it's hard to say because A, I can't remember the whole story, and B, we weren't there. I'm not defending her, and I'm sitting on the fence is what I'm trying to say. all I can speak for is the interactions that I've had with her on, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 occasions, and she was gorgeous.
She's spiffing.
She was a delight. Not like Catherine Tate, but we talked about her before.
Yeah. So I went to see Pink, and then obviously, like, I'm seeing Girls Aloud. And I just thought, and I thought to myself, and I asked this question yesterday, the best decade of pop. Like, so that's another topic that we can talk about, because
Yeah.
I feel like we can. We range in decades, don't we? So, and by that, I mean both of us. I wasn't taking a dig at the fact that you're older than me, by the way. Just FYI.
Okay.
Just going to put that out there. Before I destroy the foundations of our friendship.
Which, actually, I'm just going to go off on a tangent real quick, but it is musically related, because now, bearing in mind, listeners / viewers, we are like EastEnders, and we're about 6 weeks ahead as far as recording is concerned. But yesterday's episode that actually went live, which was Electrical Goods and the Lord. I don't know how I come up with these titles. Sorry. Because I go when I'm editing them, and I just listen to, I think, right, okay, I need to pay attention to what we're actually talking about, and not just editing out gaps and ums and ahs and all that kind of stuff. And then I think, shit, I need a name. So that's what came to mind. Initially, it was just going to be called The 10 Commandments, but I came up with that. Anyway, I'm waffling. And you said about Mondays, and you were like, it just reminds me of that song, I don't like Mondays, whatever. Yeah. And I was said to you, all right, Bob. And you said, I just heard it in the background, who's Bob?
Yeah.
Well, it was Bob Geldof in the Boomtown Rats who sang that song. So that's my decade.
I'm just waiting for my life to change. Hang on. It hasn't changed.
That's it not. Oh, babes. Oh, well, that's okay.
But we can actually also talk about Justin Timberlake as well, because that's the story that just keeps on giving. Like, it's just amazing.
Yeah. So, well, he was drink driving, wasn't he? Naughty boy.
So he was drink driving, but just
the motorway.
Not okay. But also, when the police officer stopped him, the police officer was too young to recognise who he was. So it's just like, I had no idea it was Justin Timberlake, which is exquisite. Also, the police officer, if you get a chance to, like, just like check him out, like, he's actually quite hot. It's
just in trouser snake. He's pretty hot now, even in his
Instagram. Yeah,
in these doodah shot, whatever they call it,
mugshot.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I had no idea who he was, and apparently, like, Justin was because I was there. Apparently, Justin Timberlake turned around, like, in the car, was just like, "Oh my god, this isn't going to be good for the tour." And then obviously the police officer had no idea who he was, and he was just like, "What tour?" And then Justin turned around and was like, "The world tour." So then, like, literally the internet just went berserk and was just like, "The world tour." So yeah, it's been the story that keeps on giving, and as well at Britney Spears on top of that. Brilliant.
Well, let's get to Britney in a sec. But I have noticed that the prices apparently for the tickets for his tour now have gone down to about £9 or something.
No.
Yeah.
But that's like Jennifer Lopez. Have you seen everything that's going on with her? She had to cancel the tour.
Why? Because no one was buying tickets.
No one was buying tickets. And I was on TikTok the other day, because I was just like, oh, like, she's not doing concerts because something's going on, family-wise or whatever. But literally, I was on TikTok, and there was, like, stadiums upon stadiums with just nobody in them. Like, nobody. And, like, she's waiting to come on, and just, like, there's just nobody. And I'm just like, this is J-Lo. Like,
I wonder why. I mean, do you think they've got, because we've talked about J-Lo so many times, but I just, do you think the world has just got to that point and they've had, well, not the world, but they've had enough of her?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I think, if I'm honest, and this is just my personal opinion, like 100%, the whole going back to Ben Affleck, that kind of, I think that they either had the ability to make it or break her, kind of like what people thought of her.
Yeah.
And I think it broke her a little bit, just because it was just like,
I don't think it was necessarily just the Ben Affleck thing. I think it's how many times she's been, I don't want to say how many times she's been married, because you can marry as many times as you want to just live your life. But I just wonder if it's just the way she's just moved through. I don't want to say she's moved through relationships because she was with, what's his face, Mark Anthony for like 10 years or something. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily going back to Ben Affleck. I think it's just has a lot to do with her, this sort of, well, we've talked about the whole Jenny from the Block thing and how people on TikTok and, Twitter and all that are just like, will you just stop referring to yourself as Jenny from the Block because you are not her anymore, or we don't behave that way and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
It is like in one of her videos of like documentaries or something. It was on. She basically she goes back to the Bronx, and she's walking along, and this old man. It. Have you seen the old man that was just like, "Who are you?" And she's just like, "I'm Jenny." And he's like, "Jenny who?" And she was like,
"Yeah,
Jennifer Lopez." And he's just like, "Yeah, no, I've got no idea how you are." It's just like, shit. Yeah. Like,
I mean, she's what 50 something now, 50 and fabulous, 52, and her career has spanned decades now, hasn't it? So how long has it been since she lived in the block? Of course, people aren't going to know who. No, well, not everyone is going to know who she is.
No, totally.
What would Denise say to J-Lo?
I think she'd tell her to get a grip.
Yeah,
get a grip.
Piece of advice.
Don't change your hair extensions, but get a grip. Because I do.
I feel like you.
Hair.
I feel like you want hair extensions.
That's all I want in life. I used to. Nice. Second M&S said that come much for you.
Oh, it is. Bonnie Morrison's and cheap, just like me. Sorry, carry on. As you were, babes.
I used to do my sister's hair extensions. I used to put them in. I'm really good at putting hair extensions in her way. Just going to put my services out there. If you need any hair extensions put in and you're not bald, or if you are bald, you can have a go.
Get wigs. Maybe we should get wigs. So I was thinking actually the other day is we should have, I don't know, I'll say pie, just to be the two of us as usual. We should just get shit-faced when we hit 1,000 listens on Spotify or the podcast in we've got a bit of a while to go yet, babes, but we're getting there.
It's fine. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about today, because we went on quite a bit of a tangent there of like 10 minutes, is a favourite hangover cure, which a lot of you have, which I've had a couple of people get in touch about. And also the weirdest thing that you've seen in the streets of London or any kind of city.
And we weren't allowed to be mentioned in that.
Yes, absolutely.
So, in the story,
So let's just dump. Let's not dump.
It's not, no. This could go horribly wrong, by the way, because I've only had a piece of toast all day and I'm already a quarter of a bottle in.
Cheers.
Yes.
I meant to say jump and dive, and it just came out as dump. So let's jump right in.
Let's dive right in.
Jive right in.
Jive, babes.
Let's jive right in. Pink. How does that woman do it? Like, how does she do it? And it's just like, she had me laughing at one minute, like crying the next. And it was just like, and then the thing is, I was a little bit drunk. I was in Tottenham Hotspur ground. So obviously you can look up to the sky. And she started singing Who Knew? Sweet Jesus of Nazareth. I was just like, this is not what I need in my life right now, because it was just like, you literally just look up to the sky and you think of everyone that's died. And it's just like, and so you're drunk in the middle of a football stadium, which is something that I never thought I'd say, but it's true. It was just the best time. It was just the best time.
I didn't realise that tour was going to go on for as long as it has, because I mean, I saw that same show last July, so almost a year ago.
I don't think Pink knew though, so if I'm honest, because like literally the way that she kind of like the way it was all set up was just like, it was just kind of effortless for her. Like it was just like, oh, like I know exactly what I'm doing, but people were still packed in. Like it was.
Oh yeah. I saw her in the Stadium of Light in Sunderland. That's not actually it, is it? Yeah. What's Sunderland? Sunderland.
It's be a place of light.
Yeah, Stadium Light. And it's just out of this world. Who supported her when you went to see her?
The Script.
Oh yeah, that's who supported her when I was there too. Yeah. Oh my
I
god!
didn't turn up for that bit.
Oh no! Oh, we did. We watched it all. But the interesting, I don't know if it was every stadium, but certainly in Sunderland, the script actually walked out because it was a football ground, like most of them are. Obviously, they walked out of the tunnel where the players normally run out, and actually walked past the crowd to get on stage. Yeah,
I like that.
The main singer fell over. It was quite amusing. Oh, did she?
Yeah, Adele did. So basically, she's normally wheeled in a box to the stage.
Wheeled in a box. She's not Elvira.
Because it's a stadium, they couldn't have it was just a stage, and then they couldn't have anything underneath to get her to the stage.
Right.
Because the stage was in the middle. So they would wheel her in a box, but you'd obviously think it was just like stage crew doing whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
But she turned around, she was just like, so I've put on a bit of weight and I don't fit in the box anymore. So she was just like, felt a bit claustrophobic. So she was like, I'm walking through instead. But it was incredible. She just kind of walked through and was just singing to everyone. So it's very much kind of like her Vegas residency where she's just kind of walking through the aisles and stuff.
All I can think of is, oh God, what's her face? I bloody love her as well, the GC, Gemma Collins. I'm claustrophobic, Darren.
I'm claustrophobic, Darren. Nick Lavin,
yes,
who is a regular contributor to our stories, is obsessed. Like, we are literally obsessed with GC. We send each other so many memes on GC. She's just the gift that keeps on giving. Like,
she is. But I love that.
I was going to say, if there's a university course in Gemma Collins, he'd be doing it.
He would win. He would win. He would get the star prize at university. No, I was thinking of there's that one where she's like, she's in some shop and she's like, no, it just brings back me nan, bring thoughts of me nan, and then she's like, is that cake over there? Or something? Do you know what I mean? She just it just changes instantly. I'm like, oh, that's like she's my spirit animal to say.
Literally, yeah. It was that full on thing of like shiny. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But no, she. I love the bit where she's in her show and she's in the shop and she's on this woman on the phone to this woman. And she's just like, oh my God, you're on kidney dialysis. She's like, do you know what I'm going to do? Is because you're on kidney dialysis, I'm going to send you a bag. I'm going to send you a bag. Yes. What colour do you want? And she was just like, yes, because that's the reason to fucking help her right now, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
She's got no kidneys, but a handbag will be great. Anyway, yes, back to Pink, who has short hair.
Yes.
But yeah, the way she flies through the crowd and still singing live at the same time is just...
I know.
I mean, I thought I had a talent because I'm able to speak whilst teaching a fitness class, but sweet Jesus of Nazareth. She's just... But the way her brain thinks, because obviously that's her coming up with that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this. And I sat there and I was just kind of like, yes, Beyonce, the Renaissance tour was incredible. I mean, she flew through the air on a horse. Like,
as you do.
It's sad.
I do like babes. When I'm doing my washing, flying through the horse. So I'm through on a horse, folding my smalls.
Oh God. But yeah, but I actually sat there and I was just like, do you know what? The stage production is way better than Beyonce's. And that's a sentence I never thought I'd say, but it's true.
Oh. Yeah. Do you know who I would love to see live and I've never? And oh my gosh, for a homosexual, I can't even believe I'm about to utter these words, but I shall come clean and say I've never seen Kylie live.
I mean, neither.
Oh, thank God for that. Oh, it's like a weight's been lifted.
Don't get the huge hype. Like, I get the hype from back in the day. I don't get me wrong, I love her, like 100%. But I'm just like, let's talk about what the fuck Padam means. Like, I don't understand what it means, but
I think it was supposed to be
mental.
Oh, I know. It was supposed to be the heartbeat, I think, wasn't it? Padam, Padam. That means I don't know the lyrics.
He was in the room there for a second.
Normally, I just fill the phrase "doobie-doo" goes in any song.
Okay.
Doobie-doo, padam, padam. Doobie-dooby-doo. It does, I tell you. She was a dancing queen, doobie-doo. See what I mean? Fits anywhere. Nice. Doobie-doo goes everywhere. Yeah, wow. I won't tell you who told that to me because I talk about him every week. I'll just say the Ginger Winger.
Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, I don't get the whole hype. I don't get it with her. I really don't. But like, I
yeah.
love all the old stuff. Like, we used to have 2 VHS tapes. I think one was purple and one was red. And they used to have like all of her videos on them, and they were fucking amazing. Like Locomotion, like all of those. Like, especially for you, 100%. Like, I'm totally here for all of it. But then it just kind of hit a point, and I was just like, "Girl, you're just doing it for shits and giggles now," and it's just like,
well. No, I mean, it's, I'm getting passionate.
Jeez, I completely agree.
Stuttering. Because, yeah. Because, she's had a career that spanned what, like, how many years now? Like 30 years, perhaps? Maybe, give or take,
she, like,
25?
as old as me or something? Like, she's like,
no,
she started in Neighbours in 1989.
She's like 50-something. Yeah. But the only time I think she sort of took a bit of a dip career-wise, or musically, I should say, this was just personal taste, was when she recorded that song with, was it Nick Cage or the Rose or something? I don't know. I don't know if it's Nick Cage, because that's an actor, but yeah, anyways, that was then, and then she did, I can't remember what it was now. It was black and white cover, she got glasses on. But then she sort of came back to the whole sort of disco sort of era, if you will, and pop music. And I was just like, yes, that's what you need to be doing.
That's definitely saved her, isn't it? It definitely has.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And she's just one of these people, like, that just comes out with bangers all the time. Whereas, like, I feel like Madonna has just gone slowly downhill.
Yes. However, newfound respect for her, because I listened to Ali thing that she did on feminism, kind of like
I know, don't get me wrong, I've got like oodles of respect for her as a person, as a woman, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with how disposable and flippant and rude she used to be to people, and it's probably still a lot like that, but at the end of the day, that's who she is. But musically, I think she's taken a nosedive, babe.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, I love Cherish. Cherish is a great song.
Oh, yeah.
Good song.
Anyway, so which is the best decade of pop, though? I mean, arguably, could be, depends when you were born, I suppose, as to what you grew up with. I mean, oh my gosh, which was the best decade? I don't know. I kind of want to say the 90s for me, but that's as I was, like, early to late teens.
See, I'd still go for the 90s as well.
I mean, the 80s were pretty good, like Alison Moyet and people like that, and Eurythmics and Jimmy Somerville. Did I ever tell you the story about me sharing a bed with Jimmy Somerville? And no, I didn't sleep with him. I mean, I slept with him, but I didn't have sex with him. Okay. Yeah, because he used to live, I don't know if he still does, he used to live in Brighton. And we became friends, and we, went out for a night out and got shit-faced or whatever, and I stayed over at his house. But yeah, no monkey business happened. Yeah. But he was a bit of an annoying drunk, though. When some people just get really fucking silly and just really playful and really daft, and you just want to punch him. Yeah. That was our Jimmy. Got on me tits a little bit. But yeah, lovely guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely say the 90s for me. 100%.
I just can't contain my excitement for you going to see Girls Aloud later. I can't. I'll be cleaning out my guinea pig's cage, and you'll be listening to Cheryl and Nadine. Oh, Nadine. Oh, in fact, I've met Nadine as well. In fact, Nadine is just the nicest person ever. She was the kind of person that would get on a flight. She'd be like, "Oh, hi, I can't do the accent." And she'd give you a hug. "Oh, it's lovely to see you again. How you doing?" And she'd, like, I remember getting on once, and she had a new baby with her, and the baby's like screaming or whatever, but she was just calm as tits. Yeah. Even if that's not an appropriate sentence. And just the nicest person, just nothing fazed her. Lovely.
I know a couple of people who've met her and said, like, everyone said she is the nicest person to talk to. But yeah, I am actually quite excited for Girls Aloud. I'm not going to lie.
Can you take some videos and post them on Instagram, please, so I can watch them?
Yes, of course.
My mum did text me yesterday, and she hasn't heard the bonus episode which is obviously the whole pubic hair thing. So my hair fever's gone wild. And she went, "Oh, I've caught up on What Would Denise Do?" Or she even abbreviated like we do now, WWDD. And she said, "Oh, what a giggle." And I was thinking to myself, when I was editing yesterday, I think every single episode, at some point I apologised to her and like, "Sorry, Mum."
But I feel like it's getting worse and worse as well. Do you know what I mean?
It is. But she's, I was going to say she's a lady of the night there, but that's not me. She's a lady of the world. She's most definitely not a lady of the night. No. I mean, she's up late sometimes, but she's not doing sexual favours. Yeah. Yeah, she's normally liking my Instagram posts at like 11 o'clock at night or something, but that's about...
I love it,
That's where we draw the line.
You ever think to yourself, fuck, we're so fucking random. Anyway.
Yeah. It's like ADHD in a podcast.
Literally. Someone turned around to me the other day and they were just like, "So, have you thought about the fact that the two of you may have ADHD?"
Yeah, quite possibly.
No, we're just gay.
Exactly. It's just... Yeah, I mean, I have considered that on many, many occasions. Like, I'll be tidying the kitchen, then I'll go into one room and just like put something away, and the next minute I'm tidying that room and come back into the kitchen. I'm thinking, "Oh fuck yeah, I was tidying this up." Shit. But I just think it's just us. We're just random.
No, totally. But yeah, I loved Pink. I loved Evanescence. I listened to a lot of heavy metal in the gym. Actually, I will do that.
Yeah, you've said that before. I can't get away with that. I need like gay music.
Gets me so angry. Great.
Although I was laid in bed the other day. This is how sad I am. Listening to our podcast.
Just I love that.
Smiling.
Yeah, I love listening to the podcast. Right.
But yeah, and then occasionally I'll just think, I'll just pop it on again while I'm shopping around Morrison's or laid in bed or something like that. Yeah.
But that's like Perry Edwards from Neil Mix. They were doing an interview and they were just like, "Oh, who your favourite people to listen to music wise?" And like all of the other members, like bad members, were just like, "Oh, like listen to this." Da, da, da. And then it came to Perry and everyone was just like, "Oh my God, here we go." And she listens to Little Mix music. She
why shouldn't she? Yeah.
It's like, fuck it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, we spend too long creating this shit. Like, you might as well enjoy it.
It's like I started my meditation podcast, not plugged.
I know. It's very good, by the way.
Thank you, babe. And I even listened to that the other night. I was like, "Oh, this is really good." I've done a sleep.
Soothing.
I'm so soothing. I sound like this.
It does.
Like, how big is your cock?
Literally, makes you want to touch yourself.
Yeah. And I've done a sleep story one today as well, which I'm putting on later on.
Do you know what you should do? Is like at some point, like start it really professionally and then just kind of like...
They're all professional, babes. What are you trying to say?
No, I know, but like start it like how you normally would, professionally. And then halfway through, just kind of like start reading a porno or something and just being like, just describing a porno. See if anyone notices. I'd love to do that. Can I do one?
Of course you can.
Be like, "Hey, it's time to relax, bitches."
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like we should move on.
Fine. No, but before we do...
What?
I feel like I just keep hanging on to this topic. I'm not. No, it was the other thing. Oh, so I feel like you need to kind of put in some kind of like rewind sound for this next bit of just being like...
Oh, like a... Who needs a sound effect when you've got me? I'm like that guy from Police Academy. He's probably before your time.
No bit. But I was happily working out today and someone got in touch with me and they were just like, "Just listening to your podcast."
Yeah.
Which was this week's just gone out. And they said, "My splashing food would be Pizza Express garlic butter." And I can't help but feel like, yes, I feel like we missed that one. We missed the trick. And I'm like, absolutely. That garlic butter is the most luxurious thing known to man.
I mean, I love butter and I love garlic. So combined, it's just like a sexual fantasy come true. Fuck yeah, of course I have.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Garlic butter. Oh,
yeah.
It's like what I told you earlier, didn't I? I started watching, I've finished now, the Secret Diaries of a Call Girl or whatever it's called with Billie Piper. And I didn't know what splashing was. in that episode that we talked about it, and then in between that and now, I watched it, and there she was sitting on a big cake.
Yeah. I feel like
Waste of
cake
a cake.
is obviously the one that's go-to, but it's just like, make sure it's a shit cake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, this is a big cake. I'm like, oh, I mean, I could splosh if I was doing like face first. Do you know what I mean? Like, but
it's like, what would you be happy with having in your ass crack for days?
a big fat doodle. But I feel like we just should, like, sorry, Mum. Zac Efron.
Oh,
I mean, he's a prime sponsor now of What Would Denise Do? He doesn't know it yet, but he is. Yeah.
Wonder what Denise would splosh on.
Denise would splosh. Oh, well, let me think about this now. Some creme de menthe.
I was going to say, I think it would be really upper class shit. Do you know what I mean?
20 Benson and Edges. And some chocolate eclairs from Marks and Spencer's.
Chocolate eclair, that's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's the right shape, Bill.
Not necessarily the right density, though. And maybe for a
Unless it's stale.
Oh. Look, if there's eclairs in my fridge, love, there's no chance of those fuckers becoming stale. At all. No chance. No.
Oh my God. Of all the conversations I thought I'd have today, knowing full well that we were recording, sticking the eclair up your bum is not what I thought I would be talking about.
No. But this is why I don't, like I said in a previous episode, that I'm like, oh, I need to look at what the topics are and think about the questions and think about the answers and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, actually, no, it's better off on the fly, as it were.
Oh, 100%.
And just seeing what
your best bet is
up.
just to leave it up to me. Just see what the fuck happens, what's going on in my head. Because basically the topics are literally what's going on in my head.
I like them though. Yeah. I want to know what your favourite hangover cure is. I know what mine is.
So mine used to be a pint of milk.
Oh.
Yeah. I used to drink a pint of milk.
Dirty.
I know, right?
No, not in a like, oh, you bastards kind of way. It's just like, what? Do you know what I mean? It's not doing it for me, babes. Not like a double sausage and egg McMuffin from a popular restaurant with 2 golden arches.
Nice. Well done.
Don't know, I think we talk about Morrison's and bloody Harrods and friggin', all of the bunnies, me trying not to like covertly talk about McDonald's, but
I know, but I feel like they can hold stuff against us, do you know what I mean? And we kind of like,
let's just, McDonald's, if you're listening, love you to bits, used to work for you many, many years ago, but can you remember to put the barbecue sauce in with the deliveries?
Always fucking forget, man.
I know. It needs to be a placard somewhere. And the last thing I need in my mouth is a dry nugget.
Fucking love so.
Just having a moment.
What about 2 dry nuggets?
Well, what happens if you buy a box of fucking 20 and all you've got to do is to get them moist is lick them?
I always buy a box of 20. And the reason this is why I'm going to explain to you about over hangover.
Are you pissed? You're like, this is what I'm going to explain to you. Yeah, you fucking cunt.
With my wife here.
You went proper builder there, love.
You're welcome. You're turned on, I know. Yeah.
That's not what you mean, babes. Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Why you buy a box of 20?
I used to drink a pint of milk, right? I used to drink a pint of milk and have a steak bacon breaks.
No, I need to know why you buy a box of 20 nuggets. You were about to tell me there.
I'm getting
there. All right, okay.
With me, it's always a story. So
then I would see you a week on Monday.
Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, top yourself up and crack on. So I used to go see Tony, right, the personal trainer, and
Donny, grazie.
And every time, like, so when I saw him, and I said he asked me for a food diary, so I sent him a food diary, and he told me to stop eating. It's just like, stop eating whatever you're doing. So like,
just breathe. Be on the oxygen diet.
Just for you. And so he was like, stop eating, and then he took milk away from me. He was like, you're not allowed to drink Europe. He was just like, nothing dairy, nothing like. So I was literally like, so if I had coffee, I had black coffee.
Right.
So managed to kind of like not make myself lactose intolerant, but like I get a proper dodgy stomach when I have milk products now. So I was just like, right, okay, like I need to come up with a different hangover cure. So 20 box of nuggets, sorted. You have 5 or 6 with your main meal of the night before, right? Like the night that you've gone out. Then you put the nuggets in the fridge. Then you get up in the morning and you get a couple of slices of bread. Put a bit of butter on them. I know it's dairy. I actually use non-dairy butter.
Oh, well, thank God for that.
Right. Well, I mean, yes, indeed, thank God for that. And then stick the nuggets in the bread, and you've got yourself a chicken nugget cold sandwich. Fuck me, it's amazing.
Okay, so that none of that sentence made any sense to me, because if I order a McDonald's, right, you just snort your gin, love. It's fine. I'll take the reins of the show. Breathe. Like, who in their right mind is going to leave nuggets? Like, if I get a box of 20, it's like a packet of Jaffa cakes. Those cunts are going to be gone in about 3 seconds. No. I'm not leaving anything until... The only time I probably leave food is if I've ordered a massive pizza and I can't finish it. But McDonald's, that is all going in. That in a 15-minute window, that shit is gone.
Dominic always has sober Dominic's back, and he's just like, nah, stop. You're going to need at least 10 nuggets for the morning. That's 2 sandwiches worth. Yeah,
and to say I sort of try and plan ahead. So like, I'll eat all the McDonald's that night, and I'll have something completely different for the morning, like a bacon sandwich. Or if I don't have McDonald's for my dinner or whatever, I'll have the McDonald's for like breakfast. So I'll order that like breakfast menu. But no, I'm not. No, I'm gonna eat it all, babes.
But like, I don't understand these people like who go out. And I have a friend. Her name's Jordan. You shouldn't be so excited talking about it now, but I'm just going to rip to shreds.
Who's this?
My friend Jordan.
Oh, hello, Jordan. Male or female? Beef or cow? Probably shouldn't say beef or cow in the same sentence as male or female. But if you know Afrikaans, you'll know that those two were not directly linked.
Literally.
Trying to say Jordan's the cow. Sorry, did you say male or female?
Female.
Female. Hello, Jordan. How are you, babes? Welcome to What Would Denise Do?
Denise is going to judge her rawly. So, we used to go out. We know each other from work. We used to go out and get absolutely rat-assed. Next morning, come in and I'd be like, right, sausage sandwich. The only way to get over this, sausage sandwich and black coffee sorted. And she'd be like, yeah. She was just like, I'm going to get some hangover food. And she'd go and pick up like a fucking quinoa salad. And I'd be like, bitch, what is that? What is that?
Oh no, Jordan, I've gone off your love. No.
Do you know what I mean?
You're not welcome in my home.
Literally, get some greasy food. And she'd be like, oh yeah, this is really unhealthy. And I'm like, so what the fuck are you eating when you're healthy? No.
Look, for hangover food, you need to be able to feel your arteries hardening.
Yeah, 100%. And that's
you need to have a defib in the same room. That's what I'm talking about.
Agreed. Quinoa salad.
Well, I mean, that's just like boredom in a dish, really, isn't it? That's just a cry for help.
Might as well just get some paper.
You know when you say to people, if you need help, blink your eyes. You don't even need to do that. Just buy a quinoa salad.
She needs help.
Jordan,
she's got a quinoa salad.
I've never met you. I don't know who you are. I don't even know what you look like, but you need help.
She's always in my stories. She's a blonde.
Oh, is she?
Always in my stories.
Oh, we love you, babes, but we need to have a word about that.
Oh, she's my word or die. But she's her choice of hangover food is very questionable.
It needs to be smothered in grease.
Yeah, I remember.
So do I.
What? Not Terry's chocolate orange.
Oh no,
No.
I told you, Doris, turn up the heating. It's melting.
But no, I remember, like, this kind of links into weirdest thing you've seen in the streets of London. But I remember we went out one night and I woke up the next morning at her house. And I literally woke up in her bed with just my pants on. And I was just like, fair enough. We found a set of car keys that we had no idea whose keys they were. And then I put on my trousers, and as I stood up, a potato fell out of my pants. Not sure where that came from. Still absolutely hammered, went to Grace. And I was just like, I just started in Grace with like sausage rolls in a bag. And I was just like, why is nobody serving? And they were like, because you're not in the queue. And I was just like, nice, have me. So yeah. So then
you didn't have one of their chicken baguettes or something, equally dull in your hands, because isn't that what you normally get with their chicken and something? Like, no, you need it. You need grace.
But no, I literally sat there and I was on the train, and there was all these people going to work, and I'd taken the day off work. So it's just munching on sausage rolls with all these people in suits. So that's it for another episode of What Would Denise Do? I am expecting you to take no good advice and actually carry on doing what you're doing and getting in touch with us if something new does happen. And it makes you go something kind of, ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. And if you find yourself being a love machine, we want to hear about it too.
Are you reading out Girls Aloud lyrics? You are. I can see you looking at your phone.
It makes me want to jump.
Oh. Are these all just titles from the songs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
You're welcome. You wanted this. This. This is what you invited in. But join us at the same time next week. But please get in touch with us if you have any stories that you would think, what would Denise do in this situation? We want to fucking know about them. Because what would Denise do? So from me, Dom.
And me, David.
Have a great week, guys, and we'll see you on the other side.
Later.